Hello everyone, hope you are doing very well. This lesson is dedicated to fourth graders. Uh, Today we are going to talk about um, lesson 3 in social studies book, page 128. Okay, so let's get started. Uh, Today's lesson is about early villages. All right. Early humans didn't have proper places to live in. They lived in temporary shelters. Okay, because they needed to move from one place to another. Okay, it depended on the circumstances or on the situations they faced. Okay, during that time or back then. They wandered through forests searching for food, warmth, water, and shelter for many years. Okay, so early humans didn't stay in the same place. Um, they used to move from one spot to another. Okay, depending on the food they found, and warmth, and water, and other stuff. All right. Uh, they wanted to protect themselves from other animals. During cold seasons, they had to either move away or seek shelter, such as in caves. All right. So here also it depends on the season they used uh, to encounter. For example, if it's summer, they could stay outdoors. If it's winter, when it's so cold, they had to stay in caves to feel warm. I mean, with time, they discovered many good things like fire, tools, farming, etc. Okay, so as time passed, uh, early humans discovered fire, how uh, how using fire can be beneficial. They used tools also like stones, special types of knives. Farming, it was also very good for them. That made their life better than earlier. Okay, guys. So better life occurred for them because things were different. But these changes in early humans' life had taken a very long time. This is for sure because it couldn't happen during 1 year or 2 years. It would like hundreds of years actually. Finally, they were able to settle down in a certain place known as early villages. Okay, so after moving from one place to another in forests and shelters and caves, uh, early villages occurred for them so they can stay and had a longer time. All right. Now, how did these villages develop? Sorry, with the advent of farming and domesticated animals to feed a society, life became much easier for early humans. Okay, so early humans got the benefit of domesticated animals, okay, animals that can be tamed, let me say, and farming. Okay, as a result, many more humans survived the difficulties of life. Okay, now if I have an animal, a domesticated one, I know about farming, so I can spend my life in an easier way. The population quickly rose from around 2 million humans on Earth to more than 90 million. Okay? Because everything now is available for you to have a family. You have food, you have everything around you. You can grow vegetables and fruits. Okay? So now you settle down. You have a family. Okay? People started living in groups called tribes. Okay, we knew that before. Farming allowed people to build villages along rivers or wherever the ground was fertile. Okay, fertile ground means We can grow vegetables and other stuff in it, enough for crops to grow. The first village, okay, the first village here was called Jericho. It was the first and the largest real village. It was founded along the Jordan River in modern Palestine. Houses were made, of clay in Jericho. Okay, so clay was the essential material. Okay, houses made from. To protect themselves from animals and enemies, people surrounded their village with high walls. Okay, so high walls were built around the village so the people there can protect themselves. Okay, uh, I want to move to the next page, 129. Just 1 second, please. Okay, here's the page. Okay, perfect. Now, along with Jericho, that city, Çatalhöyük, this is a city in Turkey, all right, is considered one of the oldest cities in the world. It was bigger than Jericho. In Çatalhöyük, houses were made of mud brick. Okay, mud brick was the essential material to build those houses. Houses were built touching against each other, so there was no space between or among these houses. Okay, each house was stick to another. Okay, they did not have doors, and they were entered through hatches or ladders in the roofs. Okay, so there were no windows, there were no doors. Okay, if you want to get in your house, you have to use a ladder. Okay, and some hatches from the roof. Okay, Çatalhöyük was unusual. Okay, it was special among early towns, as it was not surrounded by walls. Okay, so it was uh, like an open, let me say, open block. All right. People in Çatalhöyük discovered the art of pottery. Pottery is the activity of making clay objects by hand. Okay, if you check this picture here, this is how we make clay objects using our hands and our legs to help us shape it the way we like. Okay. Pottery is the activity of making clay objects by hand. Clay objects have various shapes like bowls, plates, and vases. This technique is still being used now till nowadays. But it's very traditional. Okay, some people still know how to use it in very special or particular places around the world. That's enough for today. I'm done. All right, guys. Thank you so much and have a great day.